We live in an age of surveillance. Every square inch of our planet is photographed, mapped, and cataloged by satellites orbiting thousands of miles above our heads. We think this technology makes us safe. We think it proves that the world is small and that the age of monsters is over. But sometimes, the satellites see things they aren't supposed to. From a 40-foot wake in a calm bay in New Zealand to a massive white humanoid standing on the ice of Antarctica, Google Earth has captured anomalies that science struggles to explain. They call them glitches, they call them rocks, but rocks don't leave wakes, and glitches don't bleed. Today we are zooming in on the coordinates of the unknown. We are looking at 5 mythical creatures found on Google Earth. And for our #1 spot, we're going to a location where the myth didn't just appear on a screen. It washed up on the shore, 55 feet long and terrifyingly real. I'm the Abyssal Archive, and these are 5 Google Earth mysteries that science can't explain. Let's start in the sunny waters of New Zealand. In 2014, an engineer named Peter Witahira was scouting locations for a holiday home on Google Earth. He zoomed into OK Bay, a quiet, pristine inlet, but the water wasn't empty. He found a massive wake cutting through the water. Now, typically, a wake like this is caused by a boat, but look closely. There is no white froth of a motor. There is no hull. Just a dark, distinct shape leaving a trail of disturbed water. Witahira, an expert in the area, noted that the wake was created by something moving fast, too fast for a whale and turning too sharply for a shark. Based on the pixels, the creature creating this wake would be at least 40 feet long. The locals have a name for this. They call it the Taniwha. Taniwha. In Maori legend, these are supernatural dragons that live in deep pools and coastal caves. Science dismissed the image as a floating log or a boat engine glitch. But ask yourself, does a log swim against the current? And if it was a boat, where is it?
If you type these coordinates into Google Earth, 63 degrees south, 60 degrees west, you will find yourself off the coast of Deception Island, a fitting name. In 2016, a satellite image surfaced that broke the internet. It shows a disturbance in the water, a massive churning splash. At the center, there is a rock-solid mass, but extending from it are what look like massive limbs. Using the Google Earth Ruler tool, internet sleuths measured the object. From tip to tip, it is 120 meters long. That is nearly 400 feet. That is 4 times the size of a blue whale. The shape led many to one conclusion: the Kraken, the legendary squid said to drag ships to their doom. The twist: skeptics and geologists quickly pointed out a rock formation nearby called Sail Rock. They argued that the monster was just the rock and the tentacles were waves crashing against it. But here is the problem. Sail Rock is a known navigational point. The anomaly in the photo appears to be moving, creating a massive displacement of water that a stationary rock shouldn't make on a calm day. Is it a rock, or is it something that was mimicking a rock until it decided to dive? Not all Google Earth mysteries are on the surface. Some are found by looking through the data of sonar scans mapped onto the ocean floor. In 2011, the Ocean X team was scanning the bottom of the Baltic Sea, looking for old shipwrecks. They found something that looked like it came from a galaxy far, far away. A perfectly circular object, 200 feet in diameter. It had rigid 90-degree angles, stair-like structures, and what looked like a runway or skid mark stretching 300 meters behind it, as if it had crashed and slid to a halt. But the strangest part isn't the shape, it's the effect. The description: when the diver's boat drifted directly over the object, their satellite phones and electrical equipment died. Cameras shut off. Sonar glitched. When they drifted 200 meters away, everything turned back on. Geologists claim it is a glacial deposit, a rock dropped by the Ice Age. But rocks don't emit electromagnetic fields that kill electronics. Rocks don't have staircases. Is it a secret Cold War anti-submarine device? A crashed vessel? Or something ancient that is still humming? If you browse the Japanese forums of 2Channel, you will find a legend that started with a Google Earth coordinate: the Ningen. The story goes that government whale research ships in the Antarctic have been encountering a creature that they are ordered to ignore. It is described as being 20 to 30 meters long, with pure white skin, but it isn't a whale. Witnesses say it has shoulders, it has arms, and at the end of those arms are 5-fingered hands. Skeptics say these sightings are just icebergs or misidentified albino whales. But icebergs don't have fingers, and whales don't have faces. The Ningen is said to surface only at night, and in the grainy satellite images that do exist, it looks like a piece of the ice shelf has broken off and come to life. Is it a biological experiment gone wrong? Or is it an aquatic primate, a branch of evolution that returned to the sea millions of years ago, growing massive in the cold, dark silence? Google Earth gives us pixelated shapes and blurry shadows. We can argue about rocks and waves all day, but at our #1 spot, we have a creature that didn't just appear on a screen. It left a body. Let's zoom in to the coordinates 59 degrees 6 minutes north, 2 degrees 35 minutes west, the island of Stronsay in the Orkneys of Scotland. September 1808, a massive storm batters the coast. When the winds died down, the locals found a carcass draped over the rocks of Rothy's home head. This wasn't a blob. This wasn't a globster. It was fresh enough to be measured by a carpenter and 2 farmers, and what they measured defies every law of marine biology. The description: the beast was 55 feet long. It had a long, slender neck like a serpent. Its head was small like a seal's. But here is the part that keeps cryptozoologists up at night. It had 6 limbs. Witnesses described them as paws or wings, and running down its back was a mane of bristles. But these weren't hair. When the creature was wet, witnesses claimed the bristles glowed in the dark. The science, the twist. The Natural History Society of Edinburgh examined the vertebrae. They declared it was a basking shark. They argued that when a basking shark rots, its jaw falls off, looking like a long neck, and its fins can look disfigured. It's the pseudo-plesiosaurus effect. But the rebuttal. But wait, basking sharks have dorsal fins. They don't have 6 limbs, and basking sharks definitely do not have a glowing mane of bristles running down their spine. The locals who touched it said the skin was rough when stroked one way and smooth the other, a trait of sharks. From the digital shadows of Deception Island to the physical carcass of Stronsay, the ocean refuses to give up its secrets. Which of these do you think is real? And what have you found on Google Earth? Paste the coordinates in the comments below. I might just feature them in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of the unknown. Until next time, stay out of the water.